Peace, family. Just like I said, when you get Donald Trump out of his comfort zone and that's anywhere, not around, he's not surrounded by his MAGA supporters, and he goes spewing this garbage, trying to talk politics, his true nature comes out. Now he's over here trying to convince some libertarians to switch from Nikki Haley to himself, and watch what happens.
Over the weekend, Donald Trump made his case to the Libertarian Party on why they should support him. And let's just say the crowd's reception wasn't what Trump has become accustomed to at his usual MAGA rallies. The former president was loudly booed throughout his remarks. And at one point, he clearly got pretty fed up.
The Libertarian Party should nominate Trump for President of the United States. Whoa. That's nice. That's nice. Only if you want to win. Only if you want to win. Maybe you don't want to win. Maybe you don't want to win. Thank you, D-Roy. Thank you. No, only do that if you want to win. If you want to lose, don't do that. Keep getting you 3% every 4 years.
Antagonizing your audience. I mean, I can tell you it's not typically the most effective of strategies in a political campaign, but there we go. Surprise, surprise, Trump did not get the Libertarian endorsement.
Now, see, the thing is this. When you represent one political party and you're trying to gather voters from an opposing political party, you have to come in and try to persuade these people as opposed to convince them. When you persuade a group of people, you want to use facts, information that they may not be aware of to even possibly consider you. But because Donald Trump has no facts, he just tries to convince you to vote for him just vote for Donald Trump. You know, that don't convince nobody to switch political parties. And because he can't do that, he goes straight into insults. See, he lacks the mental capability to negotiate, to convince, persuade, lure. If he cannot use his threats, his violence, his revenge tactics, he immediately go to insults. But this is not the end of his stupidity. Watch this.
We all know that Memorial Day is a solemn day, a day to honor and mourn U.S. military members who died while serving their country. But Donald Trump is, not surprisingly, not focused on any of that. He's focused on himself. He posted a long-winded rant on Truth Social earlier that said, in part, quote, "Happy Memorial Day to all, including the human scum that is working so hard to destroy our once great country. Thank you."
I don't care what the season is. Donald Trump ain't gonna think of nobody or nothing in front of himself. This is, like I say, he lacks the moral center to be a leader of anything, let alone President of the United States. And then this country is in a position, you got Donald Trump and Joe Biden, the two leading candidates for President of the United States. And neither one of these guys is really fit for it. Now here comes Joe Biden laying a wreath on Memorial Day. Watch how feeble this guy is.
While Trump spent this day doing that, President Biden honored the fallen. He participated in a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier earlier today, along with Vice President Kamala Harris and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. He then spoke at the National Memorial Day observance gathering in the Memorial Amphitheater, focusing on those who gave the ultimate sacrifice.
We gather at this sacred place, at this solemn moment, to remember, to honor the sacrifice of the hundreds of thousands of women and men who've given their lives for this nation. Each one, literally a chain and a link in a chain of honor, stretching back to our founding days. Each one bound by common commitment, not to a place, not to a person, not to a president, but to an idea, unlike any idea in human history. The idea of the United States of America.
I swear, If that soldier had let that reef go, that reef and Joe Biden would have fell right there in front of the tomb of the unknown soldier. This guy's unfit. I mean, just too old. It looked like he wasn't even touching that reef. But the thing is this to me. The speech that Joe Biden gave, talking about the sacrifice that people have made for not to a land, not to a place, not to a president, but to an idea. An idea, the United States. But at the time this country was forged, our people were enslaved at that point in time. It wasn't until 90 years later, in 1865, was our people released from bondage. We need to come together up under an idea as well of what we were before we encountered these people, and putting in the necessary work to restore our people back to our pre-slave existence where we had self-determination and ownership and control over our way of life. That could be the binding idea that lead our people, not to a person, not to a land, not to a person, but to an idea to restore our people, not only for us, but for our children, but for our children's children. We cannot keep letting these people put people like this as leadership, and we falling behind them. This we cannot allow to continue.